We are just out taking a walk on our property and just admiring the beautiful, beautiful fall colors that we have in our hardwoods back here. We're getting ready for Camille's visit. She and Cullen should be on their way up, and we are going hiking in the Smokies tomorrow. So you guys will get to see some of that. Show is pretty back here. Hello everybody, welcome back. We're in the Smoky Mountain National Park with Camille, Cullen, and Jim. So we're gonna go for a little hike.
Let's go.
So here we are on Little Greenbrier Gap Trail. And we are hiking. It's a history hike in the park.
We have our history guide with us.
He's gonna say a few words.
I need the book. I need the book. I didn't prepare.
It wasn't ready.
Why weren't you prepared?
I wasn't
I
ready.
didn't know it was a history hike.
It's definitely a history hike. Here we go.
The Little Greenbrier School and Cemetery introduced the hike, so we should be passing a cemetery full of
Dead people.
a lot of old dead people. Historical, some would say.
Yeah, we'll ask again later.
The roots almost make like stairs. This is the sisters. It's the sisters' bridge.
Listen, she's not a licensed historian like me.
She's not the official historian.
Take what she said with a grain of salt.
I'm going to attempt to walk it and film at the same time and not fall in. Oh, there's the graveyard. going. All right, so now we are at the Sugarlands Valley Nature Trail. All right, so now we are at Carver's for our annual apple picking trip with Camille. We're gonna go in and get some lunch, late lunch, early dinner, and then we'll be going in the little country store and getting our apples. Look how beautiful. You glad to be back at Carver's, Camille?
Always.
Now we've yummy. All right, guys, we left. We're just leaving Carver's. We got our apples. We got a bushel and a half of 3 different varieties of apples to make our apple pie filling, and then we will be on our way home now.
We got candy too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, we stopped by the old-fashioned candy store.
So if you're in the Smoky Mountains near Cosby, I would highly recommend you stopping by Carver's. 10 out of 10.
Good food.
Can we have something blind in your girl?
Yeah, it is. It's right there.
Right.
Fun place, though.
It is a fun place. Oh, we didn't see if there was any chestnuts.
I didn't see
Yeah.
any laying around.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to the homestead. Today I'm going to be canning up some more apple pie filling, so I thought I'd bring you all along so you can see how that's done, or how we do it here at Two Turtles Homestead. I've got 7 pounds of wine sap apples. I've got my clear gel, I've got my spices, and I've got my recipe, and so we're going to be canning that up, and I'll let y'all see what Camille and I did on her annual October trip, and we went to Carver's to get the apples, and so bring you along for that. Good morning, Camille.
Good morning.
Tell folks what you got and what you're doing.
I have a half a bushel of Pink Lady apples, and we're gonna peel them and cut them and put them in lemon juice and water, and then make apple pie filling.
That sounds good. All right, so Camille's got the fancy dancy apple peeler that Jim bought me for Christmas last year. We finally got it worked out to where it's not spiraling the apples. It won't core them because the corer spirals the apples, which doesn't bode well for making apple pie filling. Look how
But it's
fancy
quick.
that is. It is quick. On the how-to of making we're only going to make apple pie filling this year, so we are starting with our Pink Lady apples. And we're going to can them, process them in individual batches based on the variety of apple we got, so then Camille can assess throughout the year which ones make the better apple pie filling. So right now she is peeling the apples, and now they're soaking in citrus water. We've got lime and lemon juice in here. And so I'm about to start cutting them up for the apple pieces that we'll be processing, and then we will check back in with y'all when
we
we
make
start
the filling.
when we start the filling. So, all right. This is round 2 going into the canner. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more quarts, and that's like leftover. Camille's gonna bake a pie with that one. Then we're about to take these 7 out of the canner. So Camille, tell folks what you did.
It's a labor of love. I braided pie crust and I missed a piece, but that's okay.
Oh, you can still.
I think I'm gonna weave it in there. Yeah, I
you
think I
can.
have to.
I think you have to.
Yeah, you got it.
Daryl, you want
That's a bummer.
No, thank you.
All right, right now I'm blanching the apples. I'm gonna bring it to a boil and blanch them for about a minute or so. And then in this pot, I've got my, it's the filling. So I'm waiting, it'll come to a boil and then I'll put the lemon juice in there and then it will thicken up and then I'll mix the apples in there and then we'll jar up the apples and get them in the steam canner. You want to make sure that you are continuously stirring this as it gets starts to heat up and starts to boil, because you don't want it to stick on the bottom, because once it starts to thicken, it will thicken pretty quickly. So we're going to get this up to a boil, and then we're going to put our lemon juice in there and then bring it back to a boil, and then that should do it. You can see it starting to gel just a little bit as it comes to a boil. I'm going to go ahead and pour in my lemon juice and then bring it back to a boil, and it should start to gel here in just a few minutes. Alright, and now it's gelled, so we're going to just turn the heat off. And keep stirring it here just for a few more seconds so it doesn't stick to the bottom. There we go. Look at that, y'all. Look at that. Woo! Alright, now I'm just going to dump the apples in there and mix it all together. right, guys, ended up with 6 quarts, which is fine. And I'm gonna just get them all, get the tops cleaned up and get the lids on them and then get them in my steam canner. Got a little turkey harvesting going on. Camille's helping her dad hand pluck the turkey. Cullen did a really good job of helping catch and dispatch the turkeys.
There, we'll get them. There you go. Keep it pulling. There you get it.
Maybe. I think I just don't want to pull too hard.
So hey, thanks for hanging out with us this week, you guys. We appreciate you as always. And if you like our content, we hope that you'll subscribe to our channel and continue to follow us along on our journey here. We would love to have you. Hey, I'm gonna finish canning up all these apples and we'll see you next week.